This is part one of ranking and predicting the top 10 college football games of week one. Honorable mentions go to TCU, North Carolina, Boise State, South Florida, and Northwestern Tulane. At number 10, I have Syracuse and Tennessee, which is being played in Atlanta. This is a battle of two teams I think will take major steps back this year, especially Tennessee. Tennessee, I believe, is a 13 or 14 point favorite, depending where you look, and I think Syracuse will cover that, but I do have Tennessee winning this game 28-17. At number 9, we have Nebraska and Cincinnati, also at a neutral site, but this time in Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Both these teams had a lot better defenses than offenses last year, so it could be a slugfest. It's trending toward being the same way, where the defenses will probably be better than the offenses. But I think Nebraska will be a little better. Dylan Raiola, year two, should develop a little bit. Year three under Matt Rule, his teams are always really good in year three. I think Cincinnati will cover. I think Nebraska is a 6 point favorite, so I have the underdog covering again, but I think Nebraska wins 24-20. At number 8, we got an old Pac-12 battle in Utah at UCLA. This game's really intriguing. We got two teams that are coming off really disappointing 2024 seasons, but they both added really good transfer quarterbacks, with obviously Utah and Devin Dampier, and UCLA with Nico Iamaleava. This should be a really good game. I think Utah's a 6 point favorite. I'm really 50-50 on this game. I don't know who I'd pick. If it was at Utah, I'd definitely pick them. I think Utah will be a little better team this year. But since it's at UCLA, I'm going to take UCLA in a really close one. I got them winning 24-23. At number 7, we got yet another neutral site game, Virginia Tech and South Carolina. This one's played on Sunday in Atlanta, day after Syracuse, Tennessee plays there. But this is also a really intriguing game. This is two teams that I think are really underrated entering the year. I have South Carolina in my preseason top 10. I think Virginia Tech's a borderline top 25 team. I think they could have a year this year that they were supposed to have last year. They returned Kyron Drones. They returned some other production. So two underrated teams, I think, but I do think South Carolina is a bit better than Virginia Tech. I think the Hokies could keep it close for at least like 3 quarters, but I have South Carolina pulling away for like a 10 point win. At number 6, I got Alabama at Florida State. This is probably a little lower than most people would have this game, but I'm not sure if this is really going to stay competitive. Obviously, you got two huge brands. It's at Doak Campbell Stadium, which could make the game interesting. I feel like the fans could keep Florida State in the game, but I just don't know if this will be super competitive. I think Alabama is way better than Florida State is. I think the Tide's ceiling is national title, and I don't know. I think Florida State will be improved from last year, but how much improved, I have no idea. Maybe Thomas Castellanos can keep this game close with his dual threat ability, but I think Bama kind of blows them out. But still a great game nonetheless at number 6. 5 through 1 is out on my channel already. I just split it up for timing purposes.